So welcome everybody. It's my honor to welcome you to this very special occasion and the induction of these exceptional students into the Alpha Delta Nu Honor Society. First, I would like to take a moment to recognize and thank our college administration for their continued support of the nursing program and, of course, the student success of these students. Dr. Jonna Halcomb is here with us. She is the Vice President and Chief Academic Officer. Dr. Halcomb. Additionally, Dr. Jennifer Schrammick, Dean of Business, Entrepreneurship, and Health Sciences is here with us this evening. And our chairperson, Dr. Jennifer McGuah. And our faculty are here. We're very excited for our incredible faculty. We're so proud of them. So, this evening, we want to thank all of you for being gathered here with us this evening. Thank you for your unwavering support that you've shown these students. Your engagement has helped bring them to this moment. And to our inductees who will be joining us momentarily, congratulations. Your dedication, professionalism, and academic excellence have distinguished you amongst your peers. Being inducted into the Alpha Delta Nu is not just a recognition of your academic achievements, but also a testament to your integrity, commitment, and values of nursing. We are so proud of you and excited for your future as you will help shape this profession. Congratulations.
Okay. I'd like to welcome our inductees to come and have a seat. It is my honor and privilege to acknowledge the academic excellence in the study of associate degree nursing for these inductees this evening. The history of Alpha Delta Nu began with the national organization, the Organization of Associate Degree Nursing, or ODAM, desire to highlight and honor the students' scholarship and academic excellence in the nursing profession. The mission of Alpha Delta Nu Nursing Honor Society is to recognize the academic excellence of students in the study of associate degree nursing. The society encourages the pursuit of advanced degrees in the profession of nursing, as well as continuing education as a lifelong professional responsibility. Currently, there are 16 community colleges in the state of Texas with honor societies. We had our first induction ceremony in 2015 with 6 inductees, and the number of inductees grows every semester. Del Mar is proud that our graduates remain locally and have become leaders in our community and local hospitals and healthcare organizations. The Gamma Phi chapter is proud to recognize the hard work our students bring to our community, demonstrating their leadership and zeal to continue to obtain higher education goals and provide high-quality healthcare to the community that they will serve. The Alpha Delta Nu Gamma Phi chapter advisors wish to thank you for your continued support in helping these students reach these goals. Now I would like to call up Autumn Cantu as our first speaker.
Good evening, everyone. It's an absolute honor to stand before you today as we celebrate this incredible milestone. Being inducted into the Nursing Honor Society is more than an academic achievement. It's a reflection of our perseverance, compassion, and unwavering commitment to the calling of nursing. This journey has not been easy. We've faced very long nights, tough exams, and moments of doubt. But we've also discovered our strength, leaned on each other, and grown into the nurses we once only dreamed of becoming. We kept going because we knew the lives we'd one day touch were worth it. I know firsthand how hard you all have worked towards this amazing goal. You did not make it here by chance. It took tears, lots of late nights studying, memorizing lab values, dedication, and personal sacrifice. To you all, I see you, I admire you, and I am deeply proud to stand beside you this evening. Thank you for the laughs, the group texts filled with everything from encouragement to silly memes, and for the spontaneous breakdowns that turned into pep talks. These memories carried us and reminded us that even in the hardest seasons, we were never alone. To our families, faculty, and friends, thank you for believing in us when we were too tired to believe in ourselves, for lifting us when we felt like falling, and for being our anchor through the storms. Your support has been the steady hand behind our success. To my fellow inductees, this moment is for you. Look at what you've overcome. You've proven that strength isn't the absence of struggle, but the ability to keep rising in the face of it all. Carry that fire with you in every patient room, every difficult day, and every triumph ahead. I am incredibly proud of each and every one of you. It has been an absolute privilege to serve as president of the Honor Society alongside such dedicated and inspiring individuals. And as the great Dr. Seuss once said, "You're off to great places. Today is your day. Your mountain is waiting, so get on your way." Congratulations, friends. We've earned this moment. Let's continue to lead with purpose and serve with love. Thank you.
Thank you, Autumn. Next, we will have the presentation of the Capstone project, and our speaker will be Piper Bush.
Good evening, everybody. It is an honor to speak to you on behalf of our amazing Gamma Phi chapter. Like Autumn said, it's more than just an acknowledgement of academic achievement to be up here as a group, but it's a commitment to leadership, integrity, and service. Alpha Delta Nu encourages us to not only excel in and advance our studies, but to reach beyond the classroom and serve our communities. This chapter holds two core missions: to provide meaningful education to our community and to engage in compassionate service. And this last year, our projects were a reflection of both. First, our commitment to education. As nurses, we are responsible for recognizing the health needs and disparities around us. In our community, we know that hypertension and diabetes are prevalent conditions that impact the lives of so many individuals and families. In response, our chapter participated in 2 health fairs hosted by Del Mar College. There, we provided free blood pressure screenings and education on preventing and managing these conditions. It was a powerful reminder that sometimes the smallest gesture or conversation can make a lasting impact on someone's health. Second, our dedication to service. We also had the privilege of spending an evening at Solstice Senior Living Center, where we hosted a bingo night for the residents. Along with games and laughter, we donated basic necessities paired with foods that we knew that they would enjoy. It was a small way to show that we cared and to bring some joy into their space. This is a great example of how sometimes the best medicine is not medicine at all. Our time within this program and in this chapter has been deeply rewarding and has taught us that as nurses, our role doesn't end at the bedside. We are advocates for community health, educators for our neighbors, and compassionate leaders wherever we go. Alpha Delta Nu reminds us that excellence in nursing is not just about what we know, but it's how we utilize that knowledge to uplift others. I'm proud of what we've accomplished, and even more excited for the impact that we'll continue to make in our hospitals, our communities, and in every life that we touch. Thank you.
Thank you, Piper. Next, we will have Emily Reyes read us the symbols of the nursing profession. Emily?
Good evening, everybody. Various nurse symbols have become well known throughout the history of healthcare, many of which are recognized by most people. These symbols include the caduceus, oil lamp, nurse uniform, nurse cap, and the nursing pin. Each symbol provides a distinct meaning and purpose for those working in the healthcare industry. The caduceus, the most common and recognized as the oldest symbol dedicated to this field. It is composed of a staff entangled by 2 serpents and at times with wings on top. This symbol is often found on uniforms and medical equipment. The RN caduceus originated with Hermes, the Greek god. Hermes is known as the herald of the gods, and his primary role was to act as a soul guide or conductor to direct souls into the afterlife. The oil lamp. The oil lamp nursing symbol is incorporated in nursing uniforms to honor Florence Nightingale, who was dedicated and selfless in helping the victims of the Crimean War without minding about the race, color, origin, and religion. The lamp denotes nursing customs of devotion and selfless work. It has now become synonymous with compassion, reliability, and goodwill, all attributes significant to the practice of nursing. The nurse uniform. The traditional uniform was composed of a blue dress, a cap above, and a pinafore apron. It was a symbol of how dedicated the nurses were towards serving other people. It was meant to create a positive public impression and to enable patients to differentiate between the kinds of staff in a hospital setting. The traditional nurse uniform was also derived from the habits of the caregivers of the early Christian community. Due to this, the nursing practice transitioned from being religious to a secular one, although the mode of clothing was retained until the arrival of the nursing scrubs. The nurse cap. There have been two kinds of nurse caps that have popularly used in the past: the long cap that covered all the nurse's head and the short cap that sits on top of the head. While the nurse cap helped in keeping the nurses' hair away from their faces and helped identify them as medical practitioners, they have since been stopped due to the consideration of potential transmitter of diseases from hospitals. Nevertheless, it remains a significant nursing symbol. And finally, the nursing pin. This is a type of badge that is worn by nurses to denote the nursing school from which attended and graduated from. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Emily. Now we would like to do the awarding of pins and cords for our inductees. If our inductees can come to the stage, please, and our faculty advisors for the chapter come up. Thank you.
All right, let's get started. Our first inductee is Piper Bush. Autumn Cantu. Sarah Michelle Cantu. Corey Philip Carranza. Tatiana Cortez. Maria Silva Diaz. Jamie Ferreira. Too many R's. Liana Garcia. Myra Mount. Priscilla Mendoza. Emily Reyes. Hold, please. Reyes Rocha. Stephen Rodriguez III. Antonio Vadel. Lucy Yera.
Thank you. And now we will have our faculty speaker, Mr. Winter, come.
Thank you. Can everybody hear me? I've already been given the right act to keep this short tonight, so but I don't really pay attention to what they tell me. So, and no telling what rabbit hole we'll go down tonight. So just be flexible, okay? Okay. So once again, salutations to everyone that's here tonight, and especially to our inductees. Y'all are scholars, and we're so proud of you. And so we just really appreciate the honor that you invited us to be here with you tonight and to share this celebration with you. At times, I'm going to step away from the podium, but don't worry, it's not going to be for very long. I'll be back. Because I want you to know this is going to be my last time that I'll be able to have a talk with y'all. Because y'all are going to be doing amazing things over the next 4 to 5 years, and you're not going to really have a lot of time to be talking with us. So this is the time for us to have that one-on-one talk, okay? This is just going to be kind of between us, but everybody else is included because I want you to take to heart what I'm talking about tonight as well, okay? Because it also includes us as well. Don't worry, I had this down to 30 minutes, okay? I've got this talk down to 30 minutes, but with my rabbit holes and my uhs and my pauses, it could take us 45 minutes, but I'll try to stay away from that as much as I can. But once again, I just want you to know this is your evening, okay? This is your afternoon. And I just want to give you the recognition that you need for being here this evening, okay? Because remember all those heavy books that you carried? Remember those biceps that you built over the last 4 semesters? Remember the back that you used to have that was strong that's now weak because you've stooped over carrying them? Well, this is what happens when you do all that. You become an inductee, okay? And so I want to make sure that we give you the full honors tonight, okay? So just kind of bear with me, okay? I'm old, and so just kind of bear with me and just say, well, he's just old, and we'll move on after tonight. First of all, the guests that are here tonight are probably not surprised why we're here. Everybody knows you. Everybody knows that you are a true scholar. You've either raised them, or you've lived with them, you're married with them, or you're a brother or a sister or a cousin or something, and you know who they are. You know that they're scholars. This is not their first rodeo. They've had many achievements before this, and there's no telling how many more achievements they have ahead of them, okay? But I want to tell you how they got here tonight, okay? I want to just shortly talk about that, and then we're going to go into the real reason why we're here. Okay, so the first thing I want to talk about is that they're the ones who are studying at the dining table at night with the rest of the kids, okay? They're the ones who have books that are overpowering the table. Their books overtake the table because they are studying along with the rest of the family. They're the ones that are still awake when everybody else goes to bed at 9 p.m. They're still up, they're still reading, they're still studying. They go to bed, and for some reason at 2 a.m., a nursing term hits them, and they wake up, and they have to either go Google it or look it up in their nursing book because they just can't lay there until they find out the answer to it. That's who these people are. And I know you're going to think this is just a little odd, but you can probably even go into their bathrooms and you're going to find nursing notes on the bathroom walls. So that just in case they're in there a little bit longer than they plan to, you know what I mean? They've got a nursing note that they can pull down and they can read while they're sitting there, okay? That's who these people are, okay? That's who these students are. They've skipped birthdays. They've skipped parties. They haven't really been to what we'd call a quality family gathering. They haven't been to a Thanksgiving. They haven't been to enjoyed a spring break because they've been studying. That's who they are. They want to know. They don't just want to know what they have to know for the exams. They want to know information beyond that. So they go to other resources as well to know what they're studying. So tonight, as I gaze into my crystal ball, okay, and I don't really have a crystal ball, okay? I bought it at Lowe's, okay? It's just a glass ball that I bought from my garden. But let's just pretend that I'm gazing into it. Because when I look in it, I see BSNs. I see master's prepared nurses. I see doctorates, okay? That's who these people are going to be. They're going to be nurses. They're going to be leadership. They're going to be, let me see how I said this. They're going to be leaders in the nursing community. Okay? They're going to participate in research. They are going to define more evidence-based nursing. They're going to be college professors, okay? And we do have applications for y'all once you're ready, okay? They're going to practice, they're going to also be practicing as advanced nurses, okay? They're the only ones who are going to set their limits because the limits is limitless for them. They have the ability, they are gifted to do things that not all of us, including myself, can do. And with that, I just must tell you that because of your scholarly ability and your quickness and your ability to learn so fast, that you have to be patient with the rest of us, okay? Because some of us are not gifted like you. And so you have to be patient with us, okay? Because we're going to be a little bit slower to catching up to where you are. Okay? So just love us and be patient, okay? We'll get there with you. We're working with you, not against you, okay? So you're probably asking, why on earth is he here this afternoon? What is he finally going to talk about? Well, I'm not going to talk about scholarly stuff because they're already scholars. They already know all about how to be a scholar. I'm going to take us full circle tonight, okay? You're just finishing with level 4, and I'm taking you back to level 1, okay? We're going to skills, the first day of skills, okay? And we're going to talk about a really important feature, something that we learn that we'll use for the rest of our life in nursing. It's called kiwi. It's not a fruit. It's just a kiwi. So let me just ask y'all, what does the K stand for? Knock on the door, right? What does that first I stand for? What does the W stand for? And what does that last I stand for? Anybody should identify. shell shock tonight, so they really do that. But anyway, I want to take you beyond Kiwi tonight. I want you to know that there is more that encompasses Kiwi. Okay? There's more that encompasses Kiwi. And what I want to talk about first is presentation. When you walk into that patient's room, your presentation makes that statement. Okay? So when you walk into this room, remember, you are making a statement. And if you're in real estate, you will know that many homes are sold from the curb. It's the curb appeal that sells that home. They're already sold on that home when they see that house from the curb. And that's the same thing that the patient sees when you walk into that room. They see you. So what are they looking for? They're looking for somebody that's well-groomed. They're looking for someone that's stately. They stand erect. They're looking for someone that shows confidence. Okay? They're in a uniform that is fresh and clean, like those commercials you see on television. Okay? Remember, you're not the only one that does a head to toe assessment. They do a head to toe assessment on you when you walk in the room. Okay? So they're thinking things as well when you walk into the room. So you're not the only one making that assessment. So razzle dazzle when you walk in, okay? Razzle dazzle. Okay? So that's just the first thing we'll talk about, okay? The next one is show some compassion. When you walk into that room, show some compassion. Make that patient think that you are the only, they are your only patient tonight, okay? That you are there to take care of them. And that you're going to be there with them for the next 12 hours, okay? Embed trust. Okay? Show your concern. And show your love. And yes, I said love. In special nursing, we don't necessarily call it love, but I call it love. Okay? Tell yourself. Make them know that you love them. Okay? No one wants a dried up old nurse that walks into a room. Okay? Nobody wants anyone like that. We want someone that walks in that is going to be compassionate. They're going to be loving. They're going to be caring. That we know that we can rely on. We can put confidence in. Remember, a lot of the people that we are taking care of, they are lonely. They have no one else. Okay? They have no one else. There may not be anybody else that you can come and see them from hospital. Are they? So you're the best community. Okay? So keep that in mind. That's all part of community. But we don't just stop there. Okay? There's other things, there's other factors as well. Remember, there's going to be times when you have patients that are not very nice. They're actually kind of mean. Some of them are angry. Some of them are just like angry. And in today's terms, that means they're just a hot mess. Okay? But always remember that we've not been down that road they've traveled. We've not walked in their footsteps. And as Dolly Parton said in the movie 9 to 5, I think it was short. That's very true. So don't forget, there are people that are that way. That's okay. Take a deep breath, rethink, and readdress it. Touch. Oh, how important touch is. I can't even begin to tell you how important touch is. By walking into the room and just grabbing their hand and holding it means so much to them. Touch can be healing. Touch can be so important. And when you touch them, you can see the calm that it brings you. It takes away some of that fear, that concern, that fighting. Something that's fighting that's going on in their life that you have no idea about. So touch. Don't be scared to touch. Okay? Now, there are some restrictions, okay? Because we do have cultures that do not allow. And we don't, they never do want to. But for the most part, touch. And please, by all means, if you have Oh, how important smile is. Walking into a room and smiling. You radiate the room when you walk in with a smile. You build confidence the moment you walk in. They know that you're going to be there for them. That smile says a million different things when you walk into the room. Okay? You begin the friendship immediately when you smile. We don't use the word friendship in nursing. We call it a nurse-patient relationship. But isn't that so cold? I want to be your friend. I want to be someone that you feel confident talking to, someone that you'll share information with. Okay? So, think about that. So we can come to here, and the Blue Brothers, that you guys are in. Okay. A little bit more about smile. When I was in the Air Force, I was in the Air Force for 20 years. I had a very close friend that's a nurse. His name was Vernon. Okay? And let me tell you, Vernon could walk into the room and he could calm that patient in 2 or 3 minutes. Just by the way he walked in, he smiled, he laughed, he talked with them. He just pulled down the pin. I've never seen anyone like it. It was just amazing. And I hope that I can be a Vernon someday. That's why I want to do it. And by the way, as you don't know, I'm going to share this. Bernie has Parkinson's. And Bernie is not very well right now. And I hope that Bernie has another Bernie that takes care of him. Because he deserves that. He put his whole heart into the person. Listen. Oh, please listen to what they say. When they're talking, let them talk. Let them tell you what's going on. When you're giving that bed back, let them talk. And then acknowledge back what they're saying. Let them know that you're listening, okay? Let them talk. There was some research done a few years back, quite a few years back. And it's about listening. And guess who the number one person was in the hospital that knew more about the patient's personal life than anybody else in the hospital? It was the housekeeper. It was the housekeeper that knew more. Because when they were in the room, they were cleaning around, they were talking to the patient, and the patient was telling their whole life story. And they took it all in. Be a housekeeper, okay? Listen to them. Let them talk to you. They're going to tell you some things that may open up some things that you really know. And the same thing with y'all. When y'all were nursing students, when I talk to y'all, sometimes I learn things about y'all that help me better understand where you were in another one. What was going on? I wasn't trying to get into your life, but I just wanted to know that you were and what was going on. Very, very important. Remember, once you get into the hospital, it's going to be something about it, okay? You're going to have 5 to 6 to 7 to 8 patients a day. And so you're going to be mothers of patients. Always trying to listen. At the end of that listening period, we're going to avoid the risk of consultation. We're going to take all your life. We kind of ban this in nursing. If a patient calls you honey, don't worry about it, okay? You have an old man like Mr. Winter myself, our little old lady is lying in bed, and they call you honey. Don't take offense to it. That's okay. They haven't had professional nursing 101. They don't know what they can do and what they can't do. So if they play with nothing, that's okay. That's not what it is. And remember, all the people who are writing all these nursing journals and all these books, a lot of it is just their personal thoughts. You guys are writing your own personal thoughts as well. Because I have my own thoughts. I just think for it. So remember, we don't only take care of the body, but we take care of the mind and the spirit. Right? So when we talk about Kiwi now, let's give it a new lift. Let's give it a new meaning. Okay? This language means something more than we not just knock on the door. Okay? It's not just introduce yourself. Let's not just wash our hands. You're just patient identifiers. But let's be that really warm, caring person. Okay? Now, I can't make you that person. I can't make you that loving person. But I know it. And I know that you are. Okay? So it's kind of like tonight, I picture preaching to the choir. But like I said, I'm not just preaching to our choir. I'm preaching to all of us. Okay? And at the end, I think you'll open your mind. Remember, our world is kind of in a flux right now. Kind of turned upside down. But I think for all of us, if we think about compassion, we think about touch, we think about listening, we think about smiling, I think we can kind of help turn our nation upside down. I think we can kind of unify it. We can start the healing process in our nation. And one thing I want to show you, at the very end of the day, when you're on your last leg, you've not had any potty breaks, you've only had one bite of your sandwich, okay, and your hair is drooping, and you are just wore out. And that patient turns the light on one more time, and you walk into the room, and they ask you this question, are you working tomorrow? And you say yes. And they say, would you please be my nurse tomorrow? You know that you have done. Okay? You know you have made a difference, okay? You know you have done what you should have done. And then everything else over the last 12 hours has happened is now going to disappear. Everything is much better. Because you know that you have made a difference. Always remember to live in the head. Okay? Always remember to live in the head. You kind, you're important. You're very special. Believe in yourself. And in conclusion, Dr. It's very important to me that I thank you tonight for sharing this evening with us. And asking me to speak. It's such a kind gesture. And it's such an honor to be here with you and to know that we're celebrating this production today. And that I left a little bit of myself with you another one. And I really appreciate that. Like you were very special. And I've been looking forward to this for 4 minutes. It means a great deal to know that you remember this. That you remember the deal. And so I'm going to ask you, I'm going to tell you that this will be the last time that we'll be a student faculty friend, student faculty relationship. In the future, we're going to be calm. So come inside. And I'm going to be watching you on Facebook. I'm going to be following you from Texas. I'm going to be shouting and telling you great things. I'm going to be so excited for you. Now that I know that Antonio is called TJ, he's going to share another one for the last day. I call him Antonio as a host member. I'll follow TJ as well. I'll follow his business. So, one last thing I want to ask you. You remember how early the AI was? Remember how very early stuff about the feet at 4 feet. What was the last thing I told you as you were leaving the room? Don't forget to have nachos and margaritas tonight. Go light on the nachos and heavy on the margaritas. Pour on that salt. Let her go. So good afternoon. And may God walk with you forever. God will. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Winter. Now I would like to close our ceremony with a round of applause for our current inductees into the Honor Society. And I would like to offer a round of applause to the family and friends and faculty who helped to support these students to obtain this goal. As Florence Nightingale quoted, nursing is an art, and if it is made to be an art, it requires an exclusive devotion as hard a preparation as any painter's or sculptor's work. These are our future nurses who will be providing care to your family and friends in the hospital as the years go by. And so we welcome these students to be future nurses to provide care in our community. Thank you very much for attending, and you have a wonderful evening. Thank you.